Make a wish. Hello everyone, and welcome back to tonight's video. I'm Kim. Tonight's video is all about using it up. So things that we have, produce and that have been sitting here for a couple of days, need to be processed or created, a meal created from them. Also, things that are in the refrigerator, leftovers and that in the last couple of days need to be pulled out, and sometimes I create a whole new meal from it, and sometimes we just eat leftovers. But we're trying to use things up before we go out and buy more, whether that's something that is in the freezer or refrigerator or pantry. Just trying to keep like a general stock, like a 2.5, 3 month stock of things, especially in the pantry, like dry goods or canned goods. And then just try to use everything else up and just be very conservative with our eating and economical with our spending. So I'm trying to create kind of a rhythm here in the household of spending less and saving more. So if you like tonight's video, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button. Until next time, take care, be well, and I'll see you again. And this dinner's so some pork and beans or Bush's baked beans and some roasted potatoes with garlic and sea salt, piece of the Polska kielbasa, some fried cabbage, and sauerkraut. So that's tonight's dinner meal for my husband, and for me, I'm having a twice baked potato and some salad. Okay, tonight we have some meal prep going on. I'm using up what we have. I have some produce left over from a grocery haul, or from a grocery trip, and I think I showed it in the haul. So I've had some zucchini and eggplant, plenty of Roma tomatoes. We have carrots from our local farmer that we pick up once or twice a month. Zucchini, yeah, lots of it. Still got some over here. And so basically I take the eggplant and the tomatoes. I might add some other kind of mushier type of vegetable to it. This kind of creates a sauce after a while. It's just kind of a sort of tomatoey, just has like a zing to it. That's how I explain it to my husband. It's really, really tasty. Obviously, tomatoes make all kinds of different sauces, and I do put some tomato paste in to add to the stuff that, the juices and stuff, and the, I don't know what it's called, the meat of a tomato or whatever that comes out, that cooks down. And then we have salt and pepper, and then I add a little lemon thyme. Sometimes I'll add rosemary. And then, of course, I boil the carrots, but I add those in at the end. I would even add in, make sure that I've got cooked squash or cooked sweet potato, which I have both of those already that I've done. And then when we're going to put it all together, just the zucchini, whatever other vegetables. I mean, my husband sometimes likes corn or peas, all of it, just anything. And then just over a bed of rice. So it's a totally meatless meal. Fairly inexpensive, I would say. The zucchini at a farmer's market around here cost me about 50 cents a piece for a medium-sized zucchini. In the grocery store, usually for 3 medium-sized zucchinis, it's under $2. The eggplant was $1.98. The Roma tomatoes were 98 cents a pound. The rice, I think it's like 50 cents a bag. The carrots were from our local farmer, like I said, and for what's in this saucepan, it's probably 75 cents worth of carrots. So it's an inexpensive, it's a budget-friendly, what we have here. Once I put in the other 2 zucchini and the squash and stuff, my husband and I will sit down and have a plate full of food, and then we'll have a plate full of food the following day. And depending on how hungry we are, there might be enough left over for a lunch for him. So you're talking about, a couple of dollars per plate. Budget-friendly meal that's packed with nutrition. You can get either at Walmart or Aldi or your local farm stand or a local farmer at this time of the year. So yeah, this is my favorite time of the year when all the crops come in. And since I've started more with zucchini, adding eggplant and other things, or more with ratatouille, adding the eggplant and other vegetables and that, what I've been doing is, as I buy it, and I also get vegetables dropped off for me. I think this summer I helped 63 people with gardening. So I often get the people that I'm helping, I volunteer my time, come by with how their tomato turned out, or how the zucchini turned out, or how their cucumber turned out. So I've had a basket of those vegetables go through, so I prep them, cook them up, and then I put them in quart containers and froze them. So we will have fresh ingredients for ratatouille all winter long, and when we run out of it, we'll just go to Walmart or Aldi and buy more, because this is one of our favorite dishes, and it, like I said, really budget friendly. Okay, and leftovers always, at least in our household, include pizza. So this is a great value pizza that we bought instead of the DiGiorno. It's good, but Great Value has put on a lot of different like pizza seasonings or whatever, and they get to be a bit much. So I would probably just go back to DiGiorno and pay a little bit more. It's kind of, the dough is kind of wet and yucky. So yeah. Next time I would just skip the Great Value and save in a couple bucks and just go right to what we know. Okay, here is a little produce haul from a local farm stand just right here in town. So first of all, I bought a little decorative pumpkin for fall season. I love these. I think they call them knuckleheads with the growths on them or whatever those are. And that was $1.50. I bought a 5-pound bag of Honey Crisp for $5.50. A 3-pound bag of Jonamax for $2.75. A melon for $2.50. This is from Walmart, so not a plant stand or farm stand. Walmart, this was $2.67 for a green cabbage, $3.22 for the red cabbage. Some sweet potatoes were from the farm stand. They were each 50 cents. The acorn squash was each from a farm stand. They were each 75 cents. The peppers were from the farm stand as well, and those were each a quarter. And the summer squash was from Walmart, and the 4 of them cost $2.32. And then I did stop by Aldi to look at some of their baking products and get prices, and I picked up this 100% pure, even though I used Libby's. I wanted to see what this tasted like, and this was $1.60 something, $1.65 I believe, for the pumpkin. So that is my little produce haul in that. We still have most of the groceries that we bought just here the other day. We still have milk and eggs and bread and butter, meat and lunch meat and cereals and juice and stuff like that. So this was another, I'll have to add it up, but I think, maybe $50, and I've spent $151, and I anticipate another $100, so a total of $300 by month's end.